Online School of English by Alex Rubinov.
Hello guys, I hope you have a great mood because today we're going to have our second grammar workshop and we're going to talk about the future intentions and the many interesting ways in which we can express something that we're going to do in the future. So what are the ways that we can use? First of all, we have the future tenses, like on paper, like for a fact. What are the tenses that we have? As you can guess, future simple, simply tomorrow, simply in 10 years, simply soon, yeah, something like that. I will go to work tomorrow, yep, just a fact, in future.
And I will go to that location tomorrow. And I will go to that location tomorrow. And I will go to that location tomorrow.
Future continuous, that's about a moment in the future, about something that we will be doing, that we will be in a process of doing in the future. For instance, I will be flying on a plane at this time tomorrow. Как раз в это же самое время я буду летящей в самолете. I will be flying on a plane. Future perfect, it is about a result by some exact moment in the future. So it is very important that the action will have finished by that moment. Yeah, it has to be finished. I will have traveled to Paris by the end of the year. I haven't traveled to Paris yet, but I will have traveled to Paris by the end of the year. We need the exact moment by when it will have finished. Yeah. The next one is future perfect continuous. Future perfect continuous is always about a period of time. So by some moment in the future, the period of time is going to be completed. Yeah, full period of time. I will have been sleeping for 7 hours by the moment when my alarm rings. Я просплю. I will have been sleeping for 7 hours к тому моменту, как мой будильник зазвонит. By the moment when my alarm rings. So as you can see, future simple, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. But that's not it, actually. Also, we have some structures, some very common structures. What's really commonly used is future simple, present continuous, that's a surprise, to be going to construction, and present simple. So that's tricky. How is that possible? How can we use present continuous and present simple to talk about the future? You'll see that very soon. So first of all, future simple is not as simple as it seems at first sight. So first of all, we use future simple exactly when we talk about our predictions based on our thoughts. No one else knows about it, but we know, so we make a prediction. The second option is about promises. So when we promise that we will do something, it is future simple. The third option is about snap decisions. So when someone asks us about anything, about our plans, and we decide at this moment that yes, I think I will do it. I want to do it. I will do it. So that's future simple as well. And the last one is about inevitable facts, inevitable things. Let's take a look at some examples. First of all, a promise. I promise I will love you forever. Yep. So that's future simple. Also predictions, as you can see. Jane has a wedding next month. Gosh, she will be a terrible wife. Why do you say that? Well, I know Jane. So this person who knows Jane makes a prediction based on what he knows, on his or her thoughts. And he uses or she uses future simple. She will be a terrible wife. something is wrong about Jane, I guess. Yep. So that's a prediction based on our thoughts. Now it's about things that only we know. It will be sunny on Friday in Sydney. It will be sunny. Future simple. And snap decisions. You can see that it's going to be sunny. It will be sunny. So we make a decision. I think I will go for a walk now. Yeah, it will be sunny, so I will go for a walk because the weather is fine. Yeah, the weather will be fine. I think we will go for a barbecue on Saturday. Why not, right?
I think I will go shopping. I think I will go shopping. I think I will go shopping.
And inevitable in future simple, about inevitable things. So change is inevitable. Yep. It is usually cold in winter in Moscow and St. Pete, like in St. Petersburg, short St. Pete. And what is going to be an inevitable fact? Inevitable is it will be cold in winter. I know that for a fact. I know that it will be cold in winter because it is usually cold in winter. I'm 25 now, and the inevitable fact is I will be older next year. I will be 26. That's a fact as well. And some words markers that we use with future. First of all, tomorrow. Well, you know tomorrow, right? Then soon, скоро. Yeah, it will happen very soon. Next week, next year, next Monday, next winter, and so on and so forth. So please, please, please be careful with next. Because in Russian we say на следующей неделе, в следующий понедельник, в следующем году. But in English it's next. No preposition. Next week, next Monday, next year, next month, and so on and so forth. Simply next. Alright? Then in 5 years, через 5 лет, in 2 hours, in 5 minutes, in a month, yeah, in a week, in a year, and so on and so forth. So in, when we talk about some longer period of time than that. Alright? Gorgeous. So the simple structure of future simple is I will do it. I will see you tomorrow night. They won't see you tomorrow night. So will and the verb in the first form and won't for a negative. But not shall. We don't use shall anymore because it is now a modal verb and it is very, very formal and people don't say that anymore. So only will. I will do it, we will do it, he will do it, he won't do it. And a few words about the question, how to make a question. Well, as you remember, we put will in the first place. It is always will, yeah? Will you do that? Will they invite me? Will she travel abroad? Will he be satisfied? Will she be upset tomorrow? Will we be upset tomorrow? And so on and so forth. So please, please, please be careful with the verb because when we talk about the action, we name the action verb. Will you do it? Will you travel abroad? Will we travel abroad? Yeah, and so on and so forth. But if we're talking about the description, we use the verb to be. Will you be satisfied? Will we be upset? Yeah, be stays in place, right? And when we want to specify some details, we put the question word in the very beginning. Why will you be upset? Where will they travel abroad? How will he be satisfied? Will he be very satisfied or not? All right. So let's practice a little bit. Let's write some sentences using future simple. Please make a promise to yourself. Like, for example, I will read more books since Monday. Please write a prediction based on your experience, on your thoughts. For example, my mom will always help me even if she is angry. and make a sentence with a fact, something that is inevitably going to happen. If you commit a crime, you will end up in prison. That's a fact. So please click to pause the video and write your own sentences, alright? Are you ready? Have you written the sentences? I hope you have. Then let's talk about present simple. How is that possible? How can present simple mean the future? I'll tell you how. So, for instance, the train leaves at 10 a.m. That's about a schedule. So, yes, of course, it's going to happen tomorrow. The train will leave tomorrow at 10 a.m. But, generally speaking, the train leaves at 10 a.m. every day. Yeah, that's a schedule. It goes on schedule. So when we talk about the schedules, something that always happens the same way on a regular basis, even if we mean the future, that our train leaves at 10 a.m. tomorrow, but anyway, it stays in present simple. My lessons start on Monday. So that's a schedule. That's about the schedule again. So they start on Monday, but they start every Monday. The course starts every Monday, for instance, yeah, and so on and so forth. Jack arrives at midnight. How is that possible? Where is the schedule? Jack doesn't go on his own. He needs some transport, yeah, some vehicle to do that. So maybe his bus comes at midnight, yeah, and Jack arrives at midnight because according to the schedule, he comes at midnight, yeah, his boss comes at midnight. So that's once again about the schedule, right?
The train leaves at exactly 11 o'clock. We've missed it. The train leaves at exactly 11 o'clock. We've missed it. The train leaves at exactly 11 o'clock. We've missed it.
And now about present continuous. Present continuous is used when we talk about the future, when it is 100% and emotional. For instance, I am so not helping you. I won't help you. I am so not helping you. 100%. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Another example. Claire is busy tomorrow morning. She is meeting a new customer, a new client, yeah, or a new customer. It means 100% certainty. Yes, that's for sure. She is meeting a new customer because I know her schedule. I know that she is doing that. That's for sure. Yeah, she has arranged everything, so she is doing that. So yeah, let's practice a little bit. What do you have on schedule for the next week? What will happen or what happens next week according to your schedule? And the second question is, what are the things that you 100% are not doing tonight? For instance, I'm not teaching maths because I'm bad at maths. I'm not teaching maths tonight. I'm not jumping with a parachute. What about you? Are you jumping with a parachute tonight? So please click to pause the video and write a few sentences about your schedule and what happens on your schedule and things that you are not doing. Thank you very much. Great. I'm very glad that you have practiced. Now let's talk about the to be going to construction. So be going to construction means that we have a plan. So for instance, I'm going to be a star and this is my plan. I'm going to do that. So what it means is that the plan is ready. So when someone asks us about it, we don't try to find some idea. We know the idea. Yeah, we knew that idea before that. So we just share our thoughts. We won't change our plans. We say that we're going to do that because we're not going to change anything. And we are already preparing for that. Probably we have made some preparations. So, for instance, she is going to become a scientist. As you can see, she is very curious and she is very, very persistent. And she's going to become a scientist. That's for sure. Of course, he wasn't going to fall. It wasn't his plan. This ninja wasn't going to fall. We move it to the past a little bit here. Because he's just clumsy. He's just clumsy, that's it. He wasn't going to fall. It wasn't his plan. Alright? Also, we use to be going to construction when we talk about predictions based on what we all can see. If we all can see these clouds, well, you can see these clouds, right? And you say, it's going to rain very soon, because anyone can say that. It's going to rain very soon. Also, we have a spoken form. It's gonna be a storm. Gonna. Yeah, going to, like gonna. It's gonna be a storm. Yeah, the spoken form. Also, you can see. What can you see? She's going to fall. She's going to fall. Oh my God. Help her. And could you please help her? She's going to fall. Let's practice a little bit. So what are you going to do after the workshop? What are your plans? Share with me, please. So click to pause the video and write a few things that you are going to do. Ready? Great, well done. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you have written your sentences. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you very soon in our reminder video. And have a gorgeous week. Bye bye.